Howdy folks, how are you today? Tuesday morning, day 2 getting the truck back and home. I'm going to jack the cab up real quick and get into that pedal situation and spray some lube on some things, get that clutch bolt lubed up there. That way I can try to get this thing running down the road the way it needs to real quick, because that's the first thing I really want to do. I want to be able to get in here, shoot it around if I need to, take care of that stuff real quick. That way I know I'm good for running down the road and everything, and I don't have to worry about anything like that. So if I want to, just run it, I can. So that's the first thing I'm going to do real quick. I'm going to grab the bar out of the blue truck and jack this thing up and get into that. I did run to the store and picked up some degreaser and stuff, so I'll be able to degrease everything. And I got some other primer and paint for this frame to take care of that, because this stuff is just gross looking. Take care of all this stuff, and I'll probably clean this thing up and get at least that nasty grease off there and paint it up, spray some stuff on this and, just start going through everything basically. And if I want to do the whole frame, I can, because it's, gonna need done. And these are just driving me crazy. I'm probably gonna have to buff these out sooner than later, because I can't stand looking at this stuff. It just, it's one of those things that bothers me. I don't know why, it just does. And I did order some new of these mud flaps here, which they had taken the other ones off, and he told me we tried to put them on, but they're 2 inches longer, because the bumper's 2 inches shorter. And well, yeah. So I've got some brackets in there from when I put the ones on the blue chalk this summer. I've got some extra pieces I could probably use, or the ones that are in the side box, because they just threw them in there with some other things. I got some tools in here, but yeah, there's those. And the panel that was riveted on here is up in the truck with the other panels they have off. What I'm not going to put that one back on. I may even take that other one back off the other side over there. Haven't decided yet. This is going to come off. I've got a thing for the plug-in that's going to go in there once I get it all painted up and stuff. Yeah, this right here, I might just pop this thing off and just go with the regular cab there, and then put the company lease to, well, this truck isn't leased to them. I had to terminate the lease from the accident. That way I wasn't paying their insurance and stuff while it was sitting, because it sat for too long. But yeah, let's go in here real quick and I'll show you the paint real fast. Not sure if I'll get into any of that today, because I've got to work later and time crunch and stuff like that. But here's what I got so far. I've got the primer, which I'll just spray on that gray panel. Actually have some rusty color too that I will throw on there too. That way when I sand the green down, some of this will come through and I won't have to worry about airbrushing that. I'll give it that Fox Tina look. And then I've got some of this for the frame that has some rust on it and spots. And then I've got a couple rattle cans of the low gloss black. That's what I use on the frame. And then I've got this too. I can hook the air compressor and the sprayer gun up and do the whole thing if I want to. There's a license plates bracket that I had talked about. Here's those front mud flaps if I want to put those on, and the LED lights, fans, of course. This is for the back section here, the lights that I had gotten. I just never put them on last year because I didn't want to put them on and then end up ripping them off at the ramp due to the chassis as far as they go. And that's the big bar that goes on the back that I'll probably put on too. And this is some part that I'll get into later that I'm going to replace the fuel lines that are the little nipples connect and stuff like that. There's a couple that I've got a few drips out of, so I bought the whole kit. I don't know if I'll replace them all because I've only got 4 that drip, so I'll probably just do those 4. So that's going to be something I'll get into a little bit later that I'll, you know, do more detailed on. I just, you know, they're sitting over there, and figured I'd talk about them. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to jack this thing up real quick, and then we will we'll get in there and check out that pedal situation. So until then, you know what we say. We got her all jacked up here. Did a boo-boo yesterday. When I dropped this thing down, I took out a breaker bar that I used to jack the truck up, and I just sat it on here, and well, I must have been in such a hurry to take off to go to work, which usually doesn't happen, that I forgot to put that back in the side box, and cruised down the road and it fell off. Just ran down the road in the Cushman and looked for it, but couldn't find anything, so I had to use the old breaker bar ratchet, whatever, for the old flatbed that's sitting around. But yeah, look at this thing right here. Don't mind any of the mess or this crap hanging down. It's really what it is, but whatever. This thing is just super stiff, not moving at all. I can't get that pedal to move at all, so we got to take these off just like the other one. And then we got 4 little bolts here, which hopefully they don't break off, because, well, they could. So I'm gonna get some lube on that stuff real quick. And oh, would you look at that spring right there? What's that say? Not made in the USA. Hopefully she holds up. But yeah, get some lube on that, get that thing taken off. That way we can check out the situation and see what's going on. I wonder, I was thinking about this earlier, if this has the 3 bolts right here, but it has this large thing right here, I would like to get a black one for this, because this isn't like the one on the blue truck. But I don't know if I can get this anywhere since it's different. That's something I'm gonna have to dig into, because I thought that'd be cool if that was black, but I don't know. So let's get that pedal taken care of. Well, started breaking some of these bolts loose and stuff. Pulled this rubber and crap out of here, foam, which is gonna all get taken out because I'm getting rid of this stuff and gonna put some nice hardwood in here or something. And this thing loosened right back up, so I didn't even have to take it apart, which was nice. And because I didn't really want to if I didn't have to, and well, I didn't have to. So that thing is just back in it, and I've only got 1 spring down here, which is nice. You know, make it nice and light so you can just bam, stab it. Got down there and loosen that up. So I'm gonna drop this here in a minute, and we'll fire it up and take it down the road. But oddly enough, went over and checked the oil, because I figured I might as well check the fluids real quick. And I pulled this out just to see what it was at. And well, that doesn't even, look at that there. It doesn't even have anything on that stick. Look down in there, and it's way down there. Who sends a truck out of a shop after putting on a brand new gearbox and now have the fluid full in the reservoir? I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. I can't reach the coolant, so I'm gonna have to drop it back down and check it real quick. But yeah, that just one of those things, I guess. You know, I wonder if I just took this off right here, if this top piece would just come off right here, just this top piece, and I could get a black one to fit right over that, because I can't get this whole thing right here. So I'm gonna have to take that off and check it out, because that'll be sweet. But yeah, I did check the oil. Had a little more than what it was reading on full on the old dip stick here. So this thing is still gross. And but this is an issue I want to get taken care of real quick. So I'll probably drop the cab down, and I don't know if I'll take it down the road or not, because I got other truck in the way, and I really don't feel like driving across the yard. But I guess I could move that in front of Betty White like I did yesterday when I was moving stuff around. So maybe we will go for a ride. I gotta check the time though. I don't know what time it is. My phone's inside. I'm trying to get something else to upload. That might be a problem and taking a while. So once I figure out what time it is, maybe I'll fire it up and we'll run her down the road. So hopefully we do, but if not, I guess we'll see. We'll see what we're gonna do. So before I run this down the road, I figured since that shifter was super stiff, I'd take the back plate off here for the cables. And here's where they come out, right here from the shifter. There's probably a couple rods that go in there. I don't know, I've never taken that apart yet. When I take that seat out and stuff and do all that interior, maybe I'll take it off. I'm not sure exactly what all has to come out from up there. So let's get over here real quick. Oddly enough, there's still a boot mark from the winter time when I used to climb down here on the air tank. Took this cap off right here, you know, just bolt, and that thing was about 100 degrees when I got it off from all the buildup and stuff on it. But if anybody's not familiar with this, is how it works. Cables come in here, they hook up here to this, and they just go in and out. So I'll probably throw some lithium grease on that. I don't know, that one seems to be okay. And then this guy right here is a little stiff. So yeah, look at that. I think it's not moving as smooth. Not sure if any grease right here would do anything or not. Maybe it's just in here. I don't know. Maybe it just needs worked up a little bit. I'll probably pull this out and see what kind of lube situation we got down there. Maybe dump some stuff in there if I need to. I don't know. I'm not going to pull that side bolt because, well, I don't feel like it. And I want to run this thing down the road real quick and see how the clutch and everything does and how that pedal works. So I'm gonna get some grease and throw that on there real quick and check that fluid. By the time I get done with that and come back, I'll have the cab back down and we'll fire it up and we'll go down the road. So little vice grip here, I'm gonna try to throw on the back here, that way I can hook you up when we go down the road. Well, let's get in here and fire this thing up and move that shifter around real quick. See if that broke free any, I guess. We will see. I don't know if that's even gonna work, because that might not be, that ain't big enough, folks. The vice grip isn't big enough. Oh yeah, she's still pretty stiff for the shifter. Jeez, oh Pete. Just the side to side that's real stiff there. But whatever. We'll figure it out. That's the only thing that was bad there. Yeah, look at that pedal reaction there. That seems to be better. Let me get down there real quick, because this thing, for some reason, up under here, okay, that would always stick back. Maybe it was from the pedal. Maybe it's just because something was stiff in there, like that rod where that other rod goes in there. And that's what it was. I don't know. But let's fire this thing up and see how she sounds. No air buzzer. No, there you go, it's live. Oil pressure. 65 volts, climbing right now. Check the old antifreeze out real quick, and it was fine. There was still plenty in the reservoir, so no worries there. Put on the lights last night, and this guy wasn't working, so I'm gonna have to take this out and check on him. I'll probably get some of those fun little, you know, switchmadoos up here to clean her up a little bit. Don't mind this wood. I don't mind it. It's an old truck. Black interior is gonna look nice, and this stuff's really not bad. There's no rips really or tears in here at all. A few of these little spots where they have the rivets there in there, they come out when I took it out because they'd been in there so long and kind of tore up the back. But other than that, this interior is really not too bad. Missing these guys up here, they were all rotted out because that window had a leak in it, which I tried to seal up a couple summers ago when I first got it. That way it wasn't leaking anymore. But yeah, all that foam and stuff is in here, so I will be able to just slap that back in when I do that black interior. And I may need to drill some new holes, I don't know. And it looks like they use pretty much the old stuff. Curious about the ladder, if those just screw in there, or if there's actually bolts on the back side here. Looks like there's, okay, that's not them. Can't see right here because they took this panel out and top riveted it back on. So I'll have to check on that. I don't know if there's bolts back here or not. Maybe there's a spot in here where I can see. I don't know. I'll have to get down in there. Nope, doesn't feel like it. It feels like they're just those pop rivets that are in there that they just screw right into. So hopefully I'll be able to take that ladder off when I want to paint it. That way I don't have to worry about it. Yeah. Nice and quiet. Love this cat engine. Good sound out that stack. Did throw a little bit of that primer stuff that's supposed to stop the rust on here real quick, just to kind of hold things up, make it look a little bit better. So let's get in here real quick, fire this up so we can move her out the way, so we can get out the driveway. See what we got going on. We'll have to turn the air. Boom, 2 trucks running. I'm not gonna jinx myself and try to start Betty White right now. That'd just be silly. I'm not worried about it anyways. It's just kind of hanging out. She's just kind of hanging out. Yard art is what she is. So now that this is going, I'll let it build air. This is going, let it build air. I'm gonna have to call FedEx and figure out what's going on with my package. And give it a what for. So I'm gonna let these build air, move this real quick, and then I'm gonna get a bigger vice grip real fast. That's what I'm gonna do. See if I can mount you somewhere in here. That way I can drive down the road without worrying about you. Because I know I got a bigger one somewhere. I just gotta find it. A lot of my stuff's just thrown around in the toolbox and shit, so whatever. All right. You know what happens. All right, folks, let's go for a ride here real quick and see what we did helped anything out. Oh, I should probably move the Cushman. Hopefully I don't hit it when I come back. I should be able to pull up and back up fine because it's right there. But I did put that in there, so let's hook you up there real quick and see how it works. You have to twist you over to the side. I don't know if you're big enough. Oh, there we go. Yeah, how's that? Hopefully that's not too bumpy. Looks good enough, I'd say. So, see how she goes into gear here. Not bad. This thing has got the 433 rear ends. You're probably gonna be bumpy since it's not a solid kind of mount. Put that front mirror back on here. She got the 433 rear end, so she's low geared, and this thing just wants to go. And that oil water light is on. Now it's off. It's probably gonna flicker here because it's a little bit more oil than what needs to be. It looked like on the dipstick, but just had the oil and stuff changed. Like, I don't know if I said this or not. A week before the accident, this thing was DOT'd and the oil was changed, and it was serviced because I had to. There's a tire on there on the back that had got a nail in it, and these tires were only 6 months old working when I got a nail, and I couldn't get the thing to plug, and they wouldn't plug it, so I had to put a new one on. So it's different, and that all happened like a week before the accident, so that kind of irritated me, especially if it was going to be tooled. This thing just does not want to move side to side at all. Get in here. Come on. There we go. Still. Find them. Yeah, there we go, baby. That was a lot smoother than yesterday. Yeah, I like that. I'm talking about. Get this thing taken off, get some lube in there, probably just change those cables out. Oh yeah, looks like you're a little bumpy there. I'll hook you up to top bunk. I don't know. situation you'd have there on the top bunk, but let's see if we can. That out or back it off anymore, so it's not like I can. There's a couple FedEx. If one of them guys don't have my package, I don't even have my phone, or I'd run up there and see who has what. One of those guys better have my stuff. Shattered. That's why we got the Boston seats, so we don't shatter our back when we're getting slammed around in this old cab over. Alright, well, we're in business. Besides the fuel gauge, we're in business, which I'll mess with that. I should probably do that right now. I got a little bit of time to hold it. I can mess with that a little bit. And see what's going on there. Yeah, gotta get this thing loosened up. You know, this thing was crazy loose before the accident, so whatever is going on now, I don't know. So that chunk will just wait, you know, and it's just sitting out there, so that's cool. Well, I'll have to check you out and see how that ride was. Whatever, I guess. Probably a little rough, but you'll have that, because it happens. In cab over semi. Get up in there. Ring the bell. School's in. Let's see if we can get her back up with the cushions right there. She in reverse. Yeah, she's all the way over. Just a struggle. And you know, here, I'm going to talk about something real quick. I'll wait until I get it moved back where I want it to be. Looks like that's all perfect. Yeah, I love the way this thing turns and handles. Oh, so nice. So nice. Oh, pump Betty White, so we're good. That's what we do. Super freaking stiff. Up in there. So far, yeah, that's fine. That's fine with me. Pedal, do that clutch, and we're good. But, yeah, now that we're not getting slammed around here and we're just sitting in here, I know some of you guys would probably say to yourselves or think, man, I'd call that shop up and complain and let them know it's not going to do any good. It's going to be in one ear and right out the other for me to say anything to them about it. You know, I just let them know that I won't bring my truck back there for any kind of business, and wasn't pleased with the overall situation. The fact that it was up there for a long time. I was told one thing, done in a month. You know, 2 months later, it finally goes in the shop. It'll be done in a week. 2 months later, we're just waiting on a bumper. Why wasn't that ordered 3 months ago when everything else was? Because why would you tell me you got all the parts in to do the truck if you don't have all the parts in to do the truck? I mean, come on, that's common sense. And not cool at all for you to tell a customer, whether it's for an insurance or, you know, what kind of shop does that. And then the fact that that fluid was low and they just replaced that was nice of them to leave a little, you know, cord in there in the side box. But who knows if it's empty or if it's full or not. But why would you fill that up? You'd think you'd do that. So yeah, there's no point for me to call and complain about anything, because I'm just happy I got my truck back and I can finally do what I want to and start working it again. You know, it's just one of those things you won't recommend that place to anybody else. And that's just how it is. So I'm going to get off here because I got some other things to do. I might mess with that fuel thing and see if that's stiff. And if I can get that to loosen up, I don't know. It's not reading anything, so it could be unhooked somewhere. Maybe the wires got cut and I may have to chase them down and stuff. That's just one of those things that you got to do when something like that happens. And that's not on the list for a shop to do. But for today, the pedal and, you know, somewhat of the clutch issue and the shifters taken care of. So that'd be episode 2. And episode 3, when I do that, I will actually sit down and tell you the story of us going and get the truck, because that's one of those things where it's you know, an interesting story. And honestly wish we would have been doing this then, because yeah, that'd have been a write-off trip. I can tell you that much right now. You would have probably flipped out with some of the stuff. And you know, just like my wife did, but she made it and we made it, and we're still alive to tell the story today, which is fun. So you know what we say. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this today. Just tinkering around with the truck before we really get into some heavy stuff and what we're doing with it. So you know what we say, if you like the videos, subscribe, like, share, hit that bell. That way you know when I'm posting something new. And you can be on the in with us. So until the next time, you know what we say. Thanks for watching, and we will see ya.